Former President of South Africa, Nelson Mandela, once said, "Death is something inevitable. When a man has done what he considers to be his duty to his people and his country, he can rest in peace." Now, this words filled my heart as I heard about the demise of United Kingdom's longest-serving monarch, Queen Elizabeth II. Before I continue, I would like to first and foremost welcome you all to this episode on So This Happened. This is where we highlight stories that made a buzz recently. My name is Margaret Efoge. You are welcome to the show. The Queen, who came to the throne in 1952 and reigned for 70 years, died at the age of 96. A statement from the Buckingham Palace says that the Queen died peacefully at Balmoral. Queen Elizabeth II was head of state, not just of the United Kingdom, but 14 former British colonies, including Australia, Canada, and New Zealand. She was also head of the 56-nation Commonwealth, which takes in a quarter of humanity, and Supreme Governor of the Church of England and the Mother Church of the Worldwide Anglican Communion. Meanwhile, following the demise of the Queen, the eldest of her 4 children, Charles, Prince of Wales, who at 73 is the oldest heir apparent in British history, became king immediately. The crisis rocking the People's Democratic Party doesn't look like one that will end anytime soon, seeing as Governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, has called that presidential aspirant Atiku Abubakar to fulfill the promises he made to him. According to Wike, the current leadership structure, with the North holding the presidential ticket as well as the national chairman positions, was against the constitution of the PDP and a gross injustice to the South. Now, Wike is saying the South's interests were not taken into consideration by the PDP hierarchy, especially when choices had to be made. He is also insisting that Ayu must go, stating that all the promises made by Ayu to cede his position to the South if a northerner emerged the party's presidential candidate must be fulfilled. Now, recall that the national chairman of the PDP, Dr. Iyorchia Ayu, had said he would resign if the presidential aspirant of the party turned out to be from the North. But as of the time of filming this, he hasn't resigned. In fact, Wike had said that immediately Atiku emerged candidate, he had visited him and solicited his support, whilst also promising that Ayu would resign in obedience to the party's constitution. But alas, it looks as though they intend to play a fast one on the South, and Wike is not having it. See, until the government becomes truly of the people, by the people, and for the people, we still have a long way to go in this country. We still have a long way to go. See, I will never understand the sudden craze for wealth that would cause anyone to adopt people's children for rituals. Honestly, it is highly despicable. I said that to say this. A suspected female ritualist identified simply as Toyin, who was rescued from being lynched by an angry mob who apprehended her during an alleged attempt to abduct an 8-month-old baby in the Ibutimeta area of Lagos State, has died in the hospital. Now, according to the State Police Public Relations Officer, SP Benjamin Udeyin, Toyin was hospitalized at the Federal Medical Center, Ibutimeta, because she was badly burnt by the angry mob that caught her. Toyin was said to have entered the private residence of a relative of the baby's mother in search of her husband, one Akin. After being informed that her husband was not on the premises and subsequently advised to leave, Toyin left the building but looked around the area. Upon realizing that the only adult of the children had left, she went back into the building and was said to have attempted stealing a baby. Now, an 11-year-old girl who was in the company of the children prevented her and raised the alarm, causing residents of the community to apprehend Toyin. Now, the Toyin is dead though. The Toyin is dead. Now, even though I don't support Toyin, I will still not subscribe to jungle justice. I mean, what happened to the law? It's just as though some persons see the whole prosecution team as well as the police force as weak and ineffective. And I honestly must say, if this isn't a wake-up call for the entire body, then I don't know what is. In a country where insecurity is on the rise, I sincerely hope for a better Nigeria. And I cannot overemphasize the fact that I pray that one day this country will flow once again with milk and honey. With this, I have come to the end of this episode on So This Happened. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe on all of our social media platforms. My name is Margaret Efoge. Bye for now.